Hey guys, I'm Ben from Bodyworks. I just got back from a really relaxing holiday and on my front porch was my very first ever order of macros. So hang around, we'll open it up and have a look at what's inside. Okay, typical of this sort of meal service, there's an insulated bag inside a cardboard box. Ice blocks inside, which is really good because when I got home today it was about 40 degrees where I am here in Western Sydney. Okay, first meal coming out of the box is Malaysian fish satay. Next one is coconut chicken and lentil stew. We've got chicken tikka masala, a shredded Mexican chicken bowl, beef stroganoff, fettuccini with garlic chili prawns, sounds very nice, and lemon mustard chicken and veg. Okay, my first meal, guys, like I said, I'm going to have the lemon mustard chicken and veg today. Put it in the microwave, it says for 2 minutes, so let's see how it comes out. Okay, it's ready. It's come out of the microwave. That's what it looks like there. Looks quite appealing, actually. It's really nice for a prepared meal. One thing that I found interesting was that the sauce, you actually had 2 sachets inside the container, which you had to open up and pour in yourself. Normally, that's all done. You just put it in the microwave. And before I try the meal, just cover pricing on how macros work. So macros, you pick a plan. It's actually a subscription, and then they'll send you meals each week depending on the subscription you choose. You can, though, pause your subscription whenever you like. So for this example, I just picked the 7 meals and then I paused my subscription straight away. So they won't be sending me any more next week. I can then reactivate that subscription whenever I choose to get some more meals and go like that. Or you could just keep the subscription going and just get, you know, the number of meals that you chose each week. Costs of the meals range from about $8.70 through to about $12.50. It depends on the plan that you choose, how many meals you're getting and the size. I've got the Gain plan, which is slightly bigger servings, I think, more protein, but it really comes down to the plan that you choose. Delivery wise, it took about a week, but I think I could have got it a little bit earlier, but because I was on holidays, I wanted to come back and be fresh when I got here. I chose the week option. I think, you know, I could have got it in about 3 or 4 days. It really depends on where you live and the day that you order. Anyway, enough of that. Let's try the lemon mustard chicken with vegetables. I can tell you, it looks like the chicken is really, really tender. Let me try. It's good. The sauce has a nice flavour. Nice fresh vegetables, not overcooked. Pumpkin in here, I think this is pumpkin. What is it? Sweet potato. Sweet potato. Edamame, not overcooked, and there's some brown rice in there as well. It's quite fresh. This would almost pass for a freshly made meal. I know they are made fresh, but they have been packaged. You have, shipping and storage and microwave and everything else. But you'd be forgiven for thinking that you actually made this at home. It's really nice. Good. In terms of nutritional information, this serving size is 450 grams, 509 calories, 53 grams of protein, 48 grams of carbs and 9 grams of fat. To be honest, it is hard to see where 53 grams of protein would be coming from. Although there's a good amount of chicken, I wouldn't say it would be anywhere near a full chicken breast, and you're not going to get 53 grams of protein from that amount of chicken. Yeah, there's some protein in the rice and some of the veggies have a little trace amounts, but 53 grams, whether it has that or not, I don't know, but what I can tell you is it's a really nice meal, the lemon mustard chicken with vegetables. Okay, today's meal is the Malaysian fish curry. There it is, straight out of the microwave. As you can see, the fish and the vegetables and rice, the broccoli and rice, are in 2 separate compartments in the tray. So I'm actually going to transfer that into a bowl so I can have them mixed. Okay, there it is in the bowl. I've just made a big mess. Doesn't matter. Let's try it and see how it is. Malaysian fish curry. First thing I can tell you is that, like most of these meals, the 2 minutes that they advise to put the meal in the microwave is just not enough. This has been in for 2 minutes and it's barely warm. I'd say you'd need at least 2.5, maybe even 3 minutes to get this to the right temperature. Heat it all the way through. The fish itself is quite nice. The curry is, I wouldn't say it was creamy, but it's quite a nice, it's actually, sorry, not the curry, the satay sauce is quite a light satay sauce. It's not too heavy like you get some that are quite thick and really rich. This is quite light. Not too bad. There's not really any texture in the sauce. There's no pieces of peanut or anything like that, but it's really good. Broccoli. See, a lot of these meals too, they tend to overcook the vegetables, especially then when you reheat the vegetables, they can become a bit soggy and limp. The broccoli in this one is actually quite fresh and light and nice, so that may be because the vegetables and the rice were separated from the fish. I'd say that's probably the case, but overall I actually like this this one. I've tried fish in the My Muscle Chef. I wasn't a big fan of that one. This is quite nice. So if you're looking to add some seafood into your plan, with your meal planner with macros, I would say that this Malaysian fish curry is actually a good option. And you can see my dog Toby here. Hey buddy, he thinks it's lunchtime for him too. Good boy. In terms of nutritional information, what you're getting with this Malaysian fish curry is 578 calories, 42 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs, and 22 grams of fat. Okay, next up we have the shredded chicken Mexican bowl. That's what it looks like straight out of the microwave. Let's give it a try. This one has a bit to live up to. The chipotle chicken bowl with from My Muscle Chef was my favorite meal from those guys, so this one has to really be good to live up to the quality of that. We'll see how it goes. It is a little bit different. This is shredded chicken. In the My Muscle Chef, it was actually pieces, not shredded like this, but let's give this a try. It's got chicken, quinoa, some capsicum, some broccoli, some corn. The flavor is pretty much identical to the My Muscle Chef version. It's just a texture that's different, so it's really sort of soft, really shredded, really fine. It's actually quite nice. I don't mind that at all. I did put this in for 3 minutes instead of 2 minutes as they suggest. Like you saw last time, it actually needs a little bit more heating than the recommended 2 minutes just to get it heated all the way through. It just doesn't get all the way through to the middle of the meal. Overall though, I really like that. I think it's maybe not quite up to the My Muscle Chef version, but it's pretty good anyway. In terms of nutrients, the serving size is 450 grams. It has 434 calories, 49 grams of protein, 28 grams of carbs, and 12 grams of fat. Overall, I'm really pleased with this one, not too bad at all. Another meal and another macros review. Today I've got the beef stroganoff. There it is right out of the microwave. As you can see, it's in 2 separate containers or compartments, so I'm going to tip it into a bowl before I get started. It's got some kale, green beans, and some fettuccine. In the sauce, there's some coconut cream and some mushrooms, garlic, a few herbs. Looks pretty nice, nice and creamy. There we go. Okay. Before we get started, I want to have a look at the numbers. This 450 gram serve has 542 calories, 55 grams of protein, 38 grams of carbs and 17 grams of fats. Now I want to address something here. There is no way in the world that this meal has 55 grams of protein. At best, there's about 100 grams of beef from what I can tell, maybe even a little bit less, but let's assume there's about 100 grams of beef. That would give you about 28 grams of protein. Now, yes, you're getting some protein from the other ingredients in here, probably most notably from the coconut cream that's in the sauce, but there is no way in the world that that is going to double the amount of protein in this meal. This really annoys me. If you want to have a look at a full review that I did on my Muscle Chef and why I think they are also misleading their customers with their nutrition claims, particularly protein, you can have a look at this video on the screen right now. I think that these companies are doing this deliberately, and I think it's a disservice to their customers. If you are the typical client of one of these companies and you're trying to get your macros under control, your fat, your carbs, get your protein up, keep your calories in check, and they're doing this, this isn't going to do it for you. You're better off just making your own meals at home and punching them into MyFitnessPal and doing it that way. If you think that buying these meals will help you hit your macro targets, I'm sorry, maybe on paper that will be the case, but you're simply not going to get all of the protein that you think that you're getting. Anyway, that's my rant out of the way. I'm going to try the beef stroganoff. It's not really what you would say is a traditional beef stroganoff. It just really tastes like a stew. There's not that sort of typical rich, creamy flavor. It really just tastes like, it's quite bland actually. There's not a lot of flavor going on. Let me try some of the pasta. That's nice, which is surprising. It's actually a nice texture. I thought it would be a bit gluggy, but it's not. Let me try another bit of meat. Look, the meat's nice and tender. The pasta's cooked well. The vegetables are okay. They're nothing special. It's not really a traditional beef stroganoff. If that's what you think you're getting with this meal, it's probably not going to satisfy your needs. Maybe I'm just having a bad day. I'm really cranky about the protein. It's simply not living up to their claims. Anyway, that's the beef stroganoff for today. I'll see you at the next meal. Next up is chicken tikka masala. There it is right there. Hopefully you can see that in focus. Straight out of the microwave. I can tell you that this smells amazing. Really, really nice aroma coming off this one. Let's have a look. I'm not going to put it into a bowl today, even though it is in separate containers. I think I'll get a good idea of what's going on. It's really just chicken with the tikka masala sauce and some steamed rice. So let's get into it. This one's really good. Smells great, tastes just like it smells. Really, really nice. There is a lot of sauce in there, not a huge amount of chicken, so it'll be interesting to see how much protein they're claiming, but having a look at it, is about, or maybe half a small breast of chicken, so not a great deal, but really nice. The chicken's nice and tender, and the flavor is really nice. I think this is my favorite one so far. Let's take a look at the numbers. So this 450 gram serve has 634 calories, 48 grams of protein, no chance of that, 86 grams of carbs, and only 10 grams of fat. I'd suggest there's probably a little bit more fat in there than what they're claiming as well. Given all the coconut cream, there's a lot of sauce. Either way, I think you couldn't go wrong with this one. It's a really nice dish. I'm enjoying it. And I'll keep going, finish my lunch. I'll see you on the next one. Next meal is fettuccine with garlic chili prawns. That's what it looks like right there, straight out of the microwave. I'm going to transfer this into a bowl. That's what it looks like. I'm guessing, without counting them, there's about 12 to 14, 15 prawns in there. It doesn't actually specify what sort of prawns are in here on the packaging. It just says prawns. I'm guessing they're probably a cheap imported prawn like a Vanamite or something like that. But that's okay. Let's dig in and give it a go. The first observation I have is that the prawns are really tough, and that's a problem with this sort of dish. Prawns can be really difficult to cook, and if you overcook them even slightly, you're going to get a tough texture. So they are tough, unfortunately, and that's probably as a result of the cooking process, chilling, storing, and then reheating in the microwave. It's probably unavoidable, but they're not too bad. The sauce is very nice, lots of flavor. Good chili kick, good hit of garlic there as well. The pasta, let me just try the pasta. It's not overcooked at all, it's nice. This 450 gram serve has 486 calories, 37 grams of protein, 51 grams of carbs, and 13 grams of fat. Overall, I'll say this is a really nice dish. Very simple. There's not much going on. There's really just, prawns, pasta, and some tomato-based sauce with the chili in it. But, it's a really nice dish. I actually like this one a lot. So I'll keep eating, and I'll see you on the next meal. Okay, last meal for this macros review is coconut chicken and lentil stew. There it is, straight out of the microwave. One container this time, so I'll just eat it straight from the container. Big chunks of chicken breast in this one, and it actually looks like there's a decent sized serving here. So I think when we have a look at the nutrition numbers, I think they're going to be okay. There's also some sweet potatoes, some lentils obviously. I think there's a bit of zucchini that I can see, and some kale in some sort of really quite runny broth. So we'll have a look at what it tastes like. The flavor's nice. Chicken, sorry, I have to break it up. It's really, really big. Should have had a knife. That's actually quite nice. I'll try some of the lentils and kale from the bottom. Got a lot of flies in here today. They don't want to eat with me. That's actually a really nice dish as well. Similar to the, what did I have yesterday? Similar to the tikka masala, actually. It's got the coconut cream in there as well. So it's got a similar flavor. It's a bit lighter, not quite as heavy, not quite as creamy, but that's a really nice dish. Anyway, let's have a look at the numbers. For this 450 gram serving size, it has 436 calories, 48 grams of protein, 24 grams of carbs, and 15 grams of fat. So I'll finish off my lunch in a minute. I just wanted to wrap up here by saying that I think overall macros is a bit of a mixed bag. Some of the dishes I really liked. The chicken tikka masala, the one today, the coconut chicken, was okay. The satay fish was pretty good too. Others like the chipotle chicken, they call it Mexican chicken bowl. I don't know, not the best. The stroganoff, whilst pleasant enough, wasn't really a stroganoff. So would I recommend macros to someone? Yes, probably I would. Again, like my muscle chef, regardless of your personal preferences in terms of flavor and meals, these meals are going to be so much more nutritious and so much better from a macronutrient point of view than what you're eating already. So give it a go, order a few meals and let me know what you think. See you next time.